Hey, Friday evening, everybody. It's Mr. First Down, your favorite Titans fan, and I am delighted to be here. I've got SmackDown on the television, and I've got you to talk football with. Let's everybody gather around here, and we'll talk some NFL football, everybody. I cannot wait to talk about it. I have had a long week. I don't know about you, but I barely made it by. I've got my friend Red Bull here to kind of carry me through it. Oh, that was cold. Anyway. But I hope y'all are doing well this evening. And we're going to take a look around the NFL schedule. And what do we have here? I had asked earlier on a short, what is the most compelling game in week 2 that you have found? You know, fandom being aside and whatnot. Obviously, you're going to watch your team play and all that stuff. But, like, what game do you find, like, absolutely compelling? For me, that Chargers and Raiders game, Monday night, the second one. I always hate it when they double it up because it's Monday night and I have to go to sleep for work and whatnot. So, football. That's right, Alan. Yeah. Tell us, Alan. Tell us about that football. But yeah, it's just, here we are in freaking week 2 already. I don't know where, I don't know where the time went this time. It has just been crazy. And usually it doesn't sneak up on me. Everybody always like, oh, it sneaks up on you, whatnot. It didn't sneak up on me the last couple of years. It snuck up on me this time. Found me out for sure. So it's crazy how time does that to you, especially when you have kids and whatnot. But, it's always great to find an escape, be it NFL football, be it wrestling over here on SmackDown. It's crazy. Alan says Browns and Ravens. How do the Ravens bounce back this time? It's kind of a low key have their number. Yeah, a little bit. I still don't think it's going to be a crazy game. I mean, I lied. I think it is going to be a crazy game. I said on Sports Podium last night, I said that game's going to be tighter than they thought. It's going to be much tighter. The Flacco revenge game, everybody. Flacco revenge game. Brock Lesnar just ripped his pants. I'm catching up, by the way, on SmackDown. And everyone's ahead of me. I finally get the kids to sleep so I can talk to you and kind of keep up with wrestling off to the side. So pretty interesting. So we're diving into week 2. Alan says Browns and Ravens. I say Raiders and Chargers. But we've already had one game in the books here. Are the Packers absolutely legit in 2 games? Can you call them legit in 2 games? I like to see 5 games under a belt before I call a team legit. Maybe that's just me. But I have to say the Packers are legit going for it. Absolutely going for it. So if they think they can hoist a trophy at the end of the year, go for it. I mean, why wouldn't you? It's amazing. So moving on, you have week 2 and the injuries. Injuries to my team, injuries spread all over. Brock Purdy, 2 to 5 weeks out. It became official today, which I find so silly. I wonder how NFL coaches feel now that you have like doctors on Twitter that are like looking at these injuries and telling you the timetable for all these things. Like absolutely insane. But I do wonder how they feel about it. If they're like pissy about it or if they kind of just say it comes with the territory and whatnot. Remember the Saints last year had 2-0 start. We all know how that turned out. Yeah, I know. Absolutely, Alan. I felt bad for you because Grisham was talking about being Mardi Gras outside Jerry World and whatnot. Ooh, behave, camera, behave. Anyway, so thinking about week 2, we got all these injuries and whatnot. I mean, George Kittle with the hamstring to me seems like a pretty severe injury. Only because hamstrings, you can't really do anything to them. You just got to let them sit there. You got to let them sit there and rest. That's all you can do. It's absolutely crazy. Me, I kind of speak. I kind of speak for myself in this regard. The show is called Fanboys Unleashed, but that doesn't mean I have to be absolutely insane, right? So if I lean back, can you guys hear me okay? I hope you can. I am a Fanboy Unleashed, for sure. If you see me dress up on game days, I am a wild man, an absolute wild man. And I sit there and there's all these Homer takes. I do my best not to have Homer takes. Sometimes I fall into it, I think like we all do, but it's I try to tamp it down. Thank you, Alan, for telling me I was fine. So, but you go down like you're going to walk in Sunday against the Rams without your starting right tackle and without the Tavondre Sweat at defensive line. So my defense was decently good last time, but I don't know if that's just how bad Bo Nix is or if it was just opportunistic football. I hope we're actually that good. That'd be great. But I say it again to Titans fans everywhere I go. The only thing that matters this year, it's not W's, it's not L's, it's Cam Ward. Cam Ward is the only thing that matters this year. Getting him ready. And it's hard not to be impressed with the kid. And I wanted to trade out of that draft pick. I wanted to get more picks, make this team better, make it work. Just, what I'm going for. I'm looking at the schedule here for any more compelling games. I think the Seahawks and Steelers are a little compelling, to be honest with you. Yeah. Like looking at the Seahawks and Steelers, like I think you're going to really find out if Aaron Rodgers is back, right? If he's legit back or whatnot. I think people will say that he's back or whatnot, but I think credit needs to be given to Arthur Smith too. He is in charge of the offense. He is calling the plays to make it work. And I always see this in like coaching things. If a player is really good, they're like, well, he's only doing it. Everybody just likes the coordinator because the player was good and whatnot. That's not the case. A lot of the times they are simpatico. I remember when Peyton Manning had Tom Moore, and Tom Moore legit came up with offensive plays that everybody uses today. And he was his offensive coordinator. And Peyton said, I wouldn't have found this success if I didn't have Tom Moore on my sideline. He looked like an owl. He's just old guy chewing bubble gum, leaning over everything. But he was a heck of a play caller, and he helped Peyton become what he is. Can't hate that. Can't hate it at all. Giants and Cowboys is another division game. I'm sure Alan, the Cowboys fan, is rooting for a giant meteor to crush the other sideline. I fully expect the Cowboys to come out there and take care of business. I don't hate the Giants, but they have got so many issues. They've got so many issues. I only know that because we see what they're going through, and like this Titans fan, with a team of his own with so many issues, I know what that looks like. That's the Giants. Lots of issues there. I wonder like how they flipping feel with what's his name coming out? Undertaker. That's fun. Worlds collide. I see. Oh, Undertaker's so old. So we'll get a little wrestling here. Ray and Dom just made a deal backstage at Worlds Collide. If Dom wins the Triple A Mega title, Ray must come out and put the title around Dom's waist and congratulate him. Ooh, wee. The drama, people. High drama. So, another division game. Bills and Jets is another division game. The Jets, I feel, really kind of need to show something here. It was great to see Justin Fields and Aaron Rodgers go against each other. You know what I mean? Like, Aaron Rodgers and Justin Fields both hated the other team so much, right? Justin Fields hated the Steelers. Aaron Rodgers hated the Jets for, like, dumping them off to the side. That game, I loved it. I loved it. It was my favorite game. I liked it better than Bills and Ravens, though that was an excellent game. Um, so here they are getting their first shot against the Bills. I don't feel like the Jets are going to do anything. Like, I don't think they're going to win that game. I think they'll come close, maybe put a scare into the Bills. But I feel like Josh Allen is going to be the MVP again. Um, it's just going to take a whole lot for me to bet against the Bills. They seem to be on a mission, even if it is week 2. That's a good question. When do you think a team is legit? Like, when do you actually say, okay, they're good? I say week 5. After 5 games, you got a good feeling about what a team is and it is all about. That's what I think. Let's see. Patriots and Dolphins. I think the Dolphins might be the first round draft pick this year. 5 or 6. I agree with that, Alan. I agree with that. Patriots, Dolphins. I mean, the Pats didn't look as good as I thought they would. Maybe they'll look better here because the Dolphins are really bad. I think the Dolphins stink. They need a. I really do believe they're going to have the number 1 draft pick. I think they are. It's between them and the Saints. I think, like, that's how bad I think they are. I went Pats here, just because I think Vrabel will rebound with this defense, but I don't know. I don't know, man. It's hard to say. Drake May didn't look very good against the Raiders either. So it's where we are. Who's coming out to fight Sami Zayn? Who's coming out? Is that Ray Phoenix? I believe it is. Anyway, Rams Titans. It's hard for me not to say Rams here, not with all the injuries, but I think the exciting thing about this year, if you're a Titans fan, is Cam Ward going to do something just so flipping amazing? That's what I'm wondering. Wouldn't that be amazing if I got to walk out of that stadium on a win? Oh, I'd be living large. I'd do a TikTok live really quickly. All right. Enough about my team. On to the rest of the games. Jaguars and Bengals. I hate saying the Jaguars because they're in my division, but I'm going to say Jaguars here. I want to believe in Joey Burrow and stuff, but they start so slow. They start so slow every year. I remember being hyped for them, and then they came out against the Steelers one year and threw 4 interceptions. It's like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Can't play like that. I'll go Jags over the Bengals this time, but I would be happy to be wrong if the Bengals absolutely squish the Jaguars. It'll be appetizing. 49ers Saints. Now, this is going to get interesting because Updog Sports, good friend of the show, Updog Sports. I've been on their show. They talk about Mac Jones. He's never really had a great O-line in front of him, or a good one or a decent one, really. And now he's going to have it. He's going to have it with the 49ers. If the Saints are really bad, Mac Jones can arguably win that game. And he's going to have his chance to look decently good here. So I'm curious about the 49ers with Mac Jones under center. I think 49ers beat the Saints because, like I said, I think the Saints and Dolphins are in deep trouble. Browns and Ravens, Alan talked about, very compelling game. The Joe Flacco revenge game. The Ravens probably feeling, and we're already getting bulletin board material with the Brown safety talking smack to Derrick Henry. Something about being easy to tackle or something. So, kind of crazy there. I keep drifting back into week 1. I wish Google wouldn't do that sometimes. Let's see. All right. There we are. Back on track now. So Browns and Ravens secretly super interesting, but I think the Ravens take care of business there. I think Derek doesn't fumble again and ruin everything, all that fun stuff. Who needs that? Who needs that in their life? Derek Henry fumbling. Next up, Bears and Lions. Now, this one, ooh-wee. I'm only picking the Lions because I think Ben Johnson really wants to show Campbell that he can beat him. He loves those little quick trick plays too, if he's got them mixed in there. And I think the Lions are getting punched in the mouth. I think the Lions are. You can't lose that much on a team and be okay. I refuse. I don't believe that at all. Broncos and Colts. This is the time for Denny Dimes to show if it was an aberration or not. If he was just going against Miami because Miami is so bad. And he's going against Miami because Miami is so bad that he looks great and he didn't have to punt. They didn't have to punt. That's crazy. And look, I'm not saying the Colts are just downright terrible. But I do find it humorous because I said Danny Dimes could find a new home in Indianapolis this season, and it would be my luck that he would. And boy, he might have. Can you imagine? I don't know if the Giants fans could take that. Yeah, he's Indiana Jones now. I can't do it, man. Harrison Ford is Indiana Jones. I don't care. People can say whatever they want. I don't care. Harrison Ford is Indiana Jones. Panthers and Cardinals. You know what's really disappointing? I really thought the Panthers were going to be better this year. They looked absolutely lost on Sunday. Absolutely lost. And it really bummed me out because I really thought they were going to step up this year. And I know it's week 1 and blah, blah, blah. But they look like they couldn't fix it, right? Like I looked bad against Denver, but you can look at drop passes, and I'm like, I can fix that. You can make your coach not make stupid decisions. That's fixable. Carolina looks like it's just lost on a raft going down a river. I don't know, man. I feel sorry. I feel sorry for Carolina Panthers fans. That's rough. Very rough to go through. Man. Oh, excuse me. Eagles Chiefs. Here it is, everybody. Eagles Chiefs. Those Chiefs, man, they're really, really, really going to want that game. They're really going to want that game. And I don't think they get it. I think the Chiefs start 0-2 for the first time in a while. I think they start 0-2. I don't know what else to say. I just think the Eagles are more talented. I think they have better depth. They got to Mahomes, and I think they can do it again. Maybe they live rent free in that head. But both of those teams have had that game circled on that calendar forever and ever, probably since the schedule came out. So Sunday Night Football, Falcons and Vikings. I think the Falcons get their first win here. Because if I thought Penix was injured, but that might have been just something I was reading about his injury history. Maybe it just slipped in there. But I thought Penix was injured. I don't know if he actually is or not. When I looked it up, no article had popped up for him being injured. They talked about his injury history, but not a current injury. So it would feel like a Kirk Cousins revenge game against them. But you can't, KOC, man. He's a dude. He's one of the best coaches. But I don't know if I believe in J.J. McCarthy. But I do think the Falcons are going to get their first win Sunday night. That'll feel good. Buccaneers at Texans. As much as I dislike Baker Mayfield a great deal, it doesn't stop him from being awesome there. He has done a great job with the Bucks. And we have talked about this before on various other shows. How often does a guy come in like in year 5 and look totally different than he did the past 5 years? That's crazy. Quarterbacks usually don't do that. Well, you figure out who you are in the first 3 or 2 years, and you move on. That guy has become a better passer. He's become better at his fundamentals. Baker, bro, for life. Bro, go grab your crotch at the fan section. Ugh. I find him disgusting personally, but people kind of like that attitude sometimes. Oh man, Ray Phoenix about pinned Sami Zayn there. Woo! Anyway, so Buccaneers take on the Texans. Yeah, Texans might be in the same boat we are, trying to find their offense somewhere. Last but not least, this is my big game. This is my big game. Buccaneers and Texans is, by the way, the first Monday night game. The second Monday night game is my big game. The most compelling game to me, the Chargers and the Raiders. I am about that life. Chargers and Raiders. I think that's going to be a tight game because the Raiders have Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll's a very steadying force. He doesn't have to be flashy. He plays defense and he runs the football. The Chargers are inventive, but I just don't like Greg Roman as their OC. I don't. He did fine. He did great against the Chiefs. If he keeps going, I can change my opinion on Greg Roman, but I just see that guy last a couple of years and then 2 or 3 years, and then he's out the door. A mutual parting of the ways and, stuff like that. It's kind of bizarre the way they have that. Don't see anything else, really. Oh, that was the last game. And then, Thursday night football starts week 3. It's Dolphins and Bills. Oh, God bless the Dolphins. I bet Amazon regrets getting that game. Oh, man. So I will be at the stadium Sunday. I will be hoping for a win, but most importantly, I'm hoping that Cam Ward stays healthy and takes care of business. That's what I'm hoping for. But I won't bother you guys much any longer. We went through the schedule together. Thank you for anybody that viewed in and hung out. Happy Friday. Be good to each other out there. It's spicy out there. Very spicy. The internet is a very cruel place sometimes. And not just about big events that we've been seeing on our TV sets and our radio and listening to our radios and podcasts and stuff like that. There are people going through a lot of stuff. So just be kind. Just be kind. But anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful Friday. I'm going to have a beer and probably go on TikTok Live for a little bit and watch and play Borderlands 4. I'm so pumped. So far, it's been fine. I've only gotten into it a little bit. I'm happy about Borderlands. Computer version stinks, so don't buy the computer version. But I've been playing it on my Xbox One X and am enjoying it immensely. So that and if anybody else plays video games here, Hell Is Us is a fun game too. I've enjoyed it immensely. Anyway, unless there's anything else anybody wants to talk about, that was week 2 as far as I see it. I will see you guys, let's see, next Wednesday for Pigskin Perspective only, on the Fun Pulse Network. And then you will see me on False Start Thursday. You might see Alan and I on Tuesday night for a Raw recap. We've been waiting to get back our wrestling, but it all depends on my work schedule. When you're moving factories, we're literally moving from a 275,000 square foot factory to an 875,000 square foot factory. And it's been horrific, to say the least. Absolutely crazy. But anyway, Busy week podcasting. Football is back. I love talking football. I love talking football with you. Follow me. I like to laugh. I like to have a good time. Love football. I hope you do too. Anyway, I will see you guys next time for Fanboys Unleashed. I am Sam Dean, a.k.a. Mr. First Down, your favorite Titans fan. Have a wonderful evening, everybody.